So today I'm going to show you how to put three photos together using an app that you can get online. It's a free online photo editor. It's called Photopea. I'm going to start by creating a new file up here in the corner, File, New, and I'm going to name this Slide 1. And I'm going to be able to see the size right here. It's got it in inches. You could change it to pixels. We're going to leave it in inches. And I'm going to make this one about 20 inches by 10. I'm going to leave the background white and I'm going to hit create. So the next step is bringing in your photos. When you bring in your photos, you want to make sure that you've labeled them some way that you can identify them. Since we're creating three slides together, I've named them according to how we want to label them. So I'm going to go File, Open, and I've named these Experimentation is one. So I'm going to open that. Now you'll see that it opens the whole picture, and here the slide 1 is behind it. So in order to select everything that it's opened, I'm going to go up to Select All, and I'm going to go Edit, Copy. Now I'm going to go to my slide here, and I'm just going to hit Edit, Paste. And it placed it in, and I can move it around. It's larger than I want it to be, so I'm going to resize the photo. I'm going to go Edit, and I'm going to come down here to Transform. I want to scale it because I want it to stay proportional. So I can grab the corner now like you would in Word, and I can make it smaller so that it fits within my screen. Now if I'm worried about any distortion, if I hit the Shift key, I can make sure that it stays proportional and that there's no warping of the image. Once I've got it where I like, I can hit Enter and it's saved. I can still move it around as I need to. So this one we said was experimentation. Next I want to bring in, I believe I have revision. So I'm going to go open. And the reason I'm doing 3 is because sometimes you might miss something the first time. You can see me doing this 3 times. So the next one is practice. I'll take practice. And once again, I'm going to go up here to Select All, Edit, Copy. I want to put this in the slide 1, so I'll hit Edit, Paste. Now this works a lot like Photoshop, and there are shortcuts if you want to use the shortcuts. I'm just teaching you how to find the right commands. Next step, remember we want to resize the image, so we're going to go Edit, Transform, and we're going to go Scale. Now I can scale this one down again. So they're about the same size. The next one I want to go to is revision. That's going to be the final one. So I'm going to go File, Open, and I've titled it Revision, and I'll hit Open. Now once again we're going to go Select All, Edit, Copy, and I want to open up my page, Edit, Paste. Can move it around. I want to make it smaller, so I'm going to go Edit, Transform, and I want to scale it. So I'm going to grab the corner. Remember, if I don't want any warping, I have to press Shift and then make it smaller. Shift and click. I'm going to move this till I get it where I want. Looks like I made it just a little bit narrower so I can make it bigger. Then I'm going to hit Enter when I like the way it is. Now if I move these, each one of these with the move button, see now they're all on different layers here. So this first one that I put in is on layer 1. So if I want to move it around, I have to highlight layer 1, and I'm going to go up here to get the move tool, this little arrow, and now I can use my move buttons. I'm going to put it up there so that I can label it at the bottom. And then I'm going to go to layer 2. I'm also going to move that up to the top. It gives you a little red kind of guide there. And then the last one I'm going to do layer 3. Next I'm going to take the text tool. And remember we had labeled these experimentation, practice, and revision. So once I have the text tool, I'm going to click down here where I want to start writing. And it will choose a default font. It looks like the font is Deja Vu Sans. We'll see what that looks like. I might want to change it. So I'm going to write experimentation. And once I hit enter, then I can grab the move tool and I can move that word around. So you see I'm still on that layer over here that says experimentation. So the next one I'm going to write underneath here, grab that text box, place the text box right here, and the default is okay with me. If you want to change the font size and such, you can see up at the top it lets you pick if you want it larger or if you want to change the type of font that's used. So we said the next one is going to be called practice. And I'm going to then, once it's finished, I can hit enter. I can grab my move tool. The move tool stops the typing and I can move this around. And then the last one is revision. So once again I'm going to grab the text tool. I'm going to type in here. This is revision. And then I'm going to grab the move tool to quit typing and I can move this around. These are still editable. If you want to click on them to change the size, you would need to click on it, highlight it, click inside, highlight it, and then you could change the size. I think this looks pretty good. Maybe this middle one I could just, move over a little bit. So I'm going to click in there and just nudge that. You can use the nudge tools of your arrow buttons if you don't want to move something a lot. So I think that looks pretty good. The next and final step is I need to save this. So I'm going to go File, Export. I'm going to export this as a JPEG because that's how we're uploading all of your artwork, is as JPEGs. So it gives me this information and I'm going to click Save. Now at first you might wonder, where is this being saved? Just make sure you do hit save and it will save it in your downloads. So I'm going to click OK. Now you should be able to grab that from your downloads and you will be able to upload that to your AP portfolio. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to demonstrate more. Hope it's going well. Thanks.